I'm Angela Pike. I am the principal at Lakewood Elementary, and today we are having Ag Day. It is National Ag Week, and this is a tradition that I started probably 6 or 7 years ago. We haven't gotten to do it every single year, but during National Ag Week, we talk to our students. They live in a rural community, and if they don't live on a farm, they might live beside a farm. They drive past farms all the time, and so understanding where their food, their clothes, even crayons, many different things come from, just giving them that experience is very important to us here at Lakewood. So they are visiting 18 different stations today. We have presenters from UK Extension Office, from KSU. We have Central Hardin FFA students. We have the Hardin County Conservation District. Lots of different presenters. We have local farmers. They're seeing things like goats and cows, sheep. We have some farm equipment. We have some chicks hatching in one of our classrooms. So just trying to give them just a wide range of agriculture, education, neat things today.
So my name is Jacob Hall. I'm with Kentucky State University. I'm an area ag agent and a 4-H agent. Work primarily with counties starting at Hart County and Edmonson County and working my way south from there. And I come to help Mason Crawford this morning, our ag tech guy, who is our drone guru, wasn't able to make it today, so I've come to fill in. So I'm, like I said, with Kentucky State University, we've got some great programs with drones. They are actually going to a lot of Amish farms in Hart County, southern Hardin County, showing them the implements of drones that are in agriculture, showing them how we've got some great big T30, T40 spray drones that they can bring in and oversee these crops, fertilize them, and they can really just really maximize profitability by just showing them what drones are able to do. Been trying to get the kids to think this morning about some opportunities that they can have with drones, what can make them money in the long run, what it takes to have drones, the licensing that's out there that is required to have these drones, what a gentleman out of Hodgenville is doing to make a living with drones, just going out surveying these farm properties, but also spraying, overseeding, those kinds of things. Got the kids thinking about opportunities of how they're making money with them, trying to find those niche markets that they can eventually work into one day. Try to get them thinking, and just teach them that if they can find something that's not readily available out there, not always offered, if they can keep those ideas back and they work hard at it, they can make a living at it one day. So that's the goal today. Okay, so yes, like I said, Kentucky State University, they've got a lot of things. Like I said, we've got an ag tech agent that works with me in my same area. We cover anything that touches I-65 West, and we are primarily focused on taking these drones out, showing them how they can be in agriculture. This specific one is typically for crops. It's got some special kind of cameras on it that will pick up green light and red light and those kinds of things, tell about what those crops are yielding, but also the coloration, looking at it to see if it's needing any kind of fertilizer, nitrogen, those kinds of things put on the field. So we're trying to work through all of that, but we've got a lot of things that Kentucky State's offering as far as drones go and ag tech goes, to farmers, to minority farmers, and a lot of people who have not seen this technology before is the goal.
My name is Marcia Butterworth. I'm with the Hardin County Conservation Office.
And what's going on today?
We are here at Lakewood Elementary for their Ag Day, and I am doing Ag Bingo with all the kids, and every child is a winner. They each get a pack of garden seed. They can choose from vegetables or flowers. We have okra, we have green beans, we have squash, we have flowers, and we have cucumbers. Ag Week is special to me and my family. We are farmers. We were born and raised as farmers, and Ag Week is a special week. And at the Conservation Office, we deal with a lot of farmers and landowners, and we help them keep their water clean and various different programs that we do that help the farmers.
My name is Chandra Doremus, and I work for Kentucky State University as a Family and Consumer Sciences Extension Agent. Well, today I'm going to be working with a group of youth on a presentation called Finding the Fats. And so in this presentation, I'm going to talk a little bit about how many grams of fat are in different kinds of foods that we eat every day. And we're also going to talk about how that impacts your body and how your body can convert your food into energy. So I actually have a little display set up here, and there's what we call food replicas, and we're going to play a little game with them, and we're going to explain what fats are a little bit before we ask them to come up and guess how many grams of fat are in each different food replica. There's about approximately 8 to 10 actually food replica items, and so they will be asked to give me a little information on that. And we will, it's not a right or wrong, it's just to inform them, and so they can start to identify the amount of fats. But we also will be looking at nutrition facts labels so that they can start to meal plan and try to look at how many calories they're eating per day or how many sugars are in some of the things that they're eating in their snacks. And so they could be more educated and make more well-informed decisions for themselves, that they can be healthy and eat well-balanced meals with fruits and vegetables. There's a lot of things interesting about nutrition. Nutrition actually can help you to feel a lot better, and the most important thing to remember about nutrition is you are what you eat. So if you eat healthier items like vegetables and fruits, because they contain natural sugars, and depending on which specific vegetable and fruit you eat, they actually help you to improve your memory, concentration. They help you to run faster in some cases or be more athletic. And nutrition is just part of the whole human development process. And to be honest with you, it's just a part of life, and it helps you to grow. So, and most of these young people that I will be doing a presentation for today are at a very early stage in their development, and it's essential that they start early with building in some healthy tips to help them to grow in more of a healthier way. And we're really trying to encourage eating more natural sugars and trying to get away from processed sugars and fats, actually. So, because there's a lot of hidden fats in foods that you just never even think about.
I think that's all I need.
Okay, and you wanted me to talk a little bit about, or an interesting fact about Kentucky State University?
If you want to.
Okay, well, Kentucky State University is a land-grant institution, started in 1890, and a lot of the programs at Kentucky State University, we do have an agriculture program, and in that program you can study all kinds of programs that involve learning about farming, learning about land use, aquaponics, several other programs. So, and they have nursing and several other academic programs that can be essential to somebody's academic success and their career. So those are some pretty good facts about the university. And we have a lot of good research going on at the university. So those are just some things, just some well-known facts about the university.
Hi, I'm Shelley Clark, and I'm the Director of Education Development for Hardin County Schools. But in my free time, I also am a new beekeeper. Started keeping bees on our farm, which is Busy Bee Farm in Hodgenville, Kentucky, last spring. And we've been keeping bees for a year now, but we also attended beekeeping class through the Hardin County Extension Office. And so through those classes, we learned a lot about bees and how to take care of them. And so I'm here today at Lakewood Elementary for Ag Day to share a little bit about what we know about bees after just 1 year of working with them. So I'm going to talk to kids today about the different equipment that we use as beekeepers. We're going to look at bee hives and all the tools that we use. We're going to talk about the safety equipment that we wear when we handle our bees, and then just let them ask any questions they would have about bees, since it's a very short session today. Ultimately, when you keep bees, the one thing that you really want to get at the end of that is a good bottle of honey. And getting that honey does take a lot of time. A lot of work. Of course, the bees do the majority of that work, but then once the bees make the honey, we take it into our shop and we spin all that honey out of the frames, let it drain and be filtered multiple times, and then we put that into bottles. We label those bottles and sell them. Right now, we just currently sell them through social media. Hopefully, in the future, we'll get more honey and be able to set up at a farmer's market, but since it was our first year selling honey last year, we only made about 30 pounds of honey since we only had 2 beehives, and we were learning, but this year we hope to do a little bit better.
My name is Stephanie Meredith, and I'm with the Hardin County Extension Office with 4-H Youth Development. I am a 4-H program assistant.
And what are y'all doing today?
Today we will be churning butter out of heavy cream and a little bit of salt, because salted butter tastes a little better than plain butter. You want to use unsalted butter if you are baking, but if you're going to eat butter on bread or toast, you like it to be salted.
And what's a little bit of what goes into making butter or churning butter?
Okay. It's very simple nowadays to churn butter. We can give it to the kids in a little 2-ounce serving cup and give them about 1 ounce of butter. And with about 10 minutes of heavy, vigorous shaking, you will end up with butter, which becomes the solid molecules that bond together to form the butter. And then you'll have a little cream left over, and you'll just pour that cream off or add it to your coffee if you're a coffee drinker like I am. But then you have butter, and we're going to serve that to the kids on crackers today, and they'll get to try their own butter making skills.
Is there anything interesting about butter churning, sorry?
So in the state of Kentucky, we do produce 122 million gallons of milk from our producers. In the county, in Hardin County, we only have 4 local dairy farms left within our county. The dairy farmers are dwindling fast, and farming as an overall whole is dwindling fast. So our goal today is to introduce these kids to the fact that agriculture is a huge part of your life and life skills, and that 70% of the jobs in America are actually agriculture related. So that's a little hard sometimes for youth or kids to understand, but if you stop and think about all your food you eat every day. Me, I'm a 3 or 4 times a day eat. I love food, especially like ice cream, which also comes from milk. So kids need to understand that dairy is a huge part of our lives, and hopefully some of those kids will be inspired to continue the art of farming or get involved in an agricultural job.
Hello, my name is Mallory Prowl, and I am with Lakewood Elementary School. Today I am presenting poultry. I am doing the agriculture presentation on chickens, and so I have my cute little chicks with me today that we have incubated here at Lakewood Elementary, and so yeah, that's what I'm presenting today.
And why did you decide to start raising chicks?
I decided to start raising chicks because here at Lakewood Elementary, it's important for us to teach the kiddos about agriculture. And so I'm the 4th grade science teacher here at Lakewood. And so just bringing these chicks into the classroom and having that real world experience for the kiddos is very important. And here around this area in Cecilia, you know, we have a lot of chickens, we have a lot of farmers. And so it's just something important that I feel like the kiddos need to see every day and just learn about how this comes to life for them.
My name is Leslie Dennis. I'm here at Lakewood's Ag Day. I have 2 kiddos here, but I'm also a full-time farmer at Solway Farms. And for Ag Day, I'm talking about farmers markets, the importance of buying local. When you buy local, a lot of the money stays in the economy. 80 cents for every dollar stays in the local economy. Also talk about you get products at a farmer's market that you might not usually get at a grocery store. So some rainbow colored eggs, some creamed honey. Also, when you buy at a farmer's market, you're getting fresher products. So a lot of times when you have fresher fruits and vegetables, there are more nutrients available. So you're getting higher quality, and it lasts longer in your refrigerator, so it helps save you money. Also, you get to connect with your local farmer. When you go to the grocery store, you don't necessarily get to ask the grocery store how those vegetables were grown. So that's another positive of a farmer's market. And I'm also telling them how, as a farmer, the process of
how we grow our vegetables, and then what it takes to get to the farmer's market. So at Solway Farms, we are the only certified organic vegetable grower in Hardin County. And what makes us a little bit different is we grow year-round versus the farmer's market. Our farmer's market in Hardin County is only open from April to the end of October. So we grow year-round so we can help feed our community year-round.
I'm Madison Bailey, and I'm with Central Hardin FFA.
All right. And what are you all doing today?
Today we're here talking to the elementary school students about certain things in agriculture like grains and vet sciences. My group right now is talking about grains such as corn, soybeans, and wheat.
And what exactly are you telling these students about grains? What exactly are you teaching them?
We're teaching them about how to plant the grains and what happens with the seeds whenever you plant them, like roots and how they get their food and their water.
And what's been an interesting question that they've given you so far?
A really interesting question that they've given us was probably about what a question is, because they'd like to tell a lot of stories, and we've heard a lot about sunflowers too.
Yeah, that is an interesting question. And is there anything interesting about FFA or about your presentation that you'd like to share?
I think the most interesting thing about FFA is being able to come to schools like here in Cecilia Valley, where we can help the little kids learn more about the agriculture around them and what they may want to do when they get older.
Hi, I'm Mason Crawford with Kentucky State University Cooperative Extension Program. We operate out of the Hardin County Extension Office with our sister university, the University of Kentucky. Extension programming is to reach the entire populace of the state of Kentucky here in Hardin County. I actually serve as an area agriculture agent and service several counties in addition to Hardin County. Today I'm here at the Lakewood Ag Day to share of the topic of agritourism. Agricultural tourism is a combination term that is dealing with agriculture and tourism, of course, which is doing things for fun. We have 8 or 10 agritourism farms in Hardin County, and we partnered with one of those today to bring a barrel train for the use by the kids. This is one of the more popular attractions at some of the area farms, and it's been very popular with the kids here today. We also have some volunteers with Central Hardin FFA that are here to help supervise the kids, and we're very appreciative of that. One of the interesting things about the Ag Field Day today is the great diversity of presentations that are being held. So we're really thrilled with at Kentucky State University to be sharing in that activity and that endeavor.
My name's Addie Mae Williams. I am in 9th grade at Central Hardin High School. I brought today a pygmy goats, Dorper sheep, Suffolk sheep, and a Hamp pig. I think that you technically need to bond with your animal and develop like skills with your animal, because if you don't, it will not be a good show because your animal will not cooperate with you, and you probably won't cooperate with your animal. You also need to like go out every night and like help with your animal and like develop the skills that you need to do. It takes time and effort to do it, so.
Don't think that one. Oh man. All this guy does not. Okay, yeah, all day. I wouldn't touch his head.
Yes. So you have to like, since I show all of these different animals, I have to take down a lot of my me time and go out there and help. I mostly work on one animal about every night or week. I kind of have to fit it into my schedule. I usually work with the pigs and the cows more than I do with the sheep and goats because they are harder to manage and harder to handle because they are such a mass animal. Around Hardin County Fair, usually we're pretty good about showing and stuff because we go during the summer and show. So I think you just have to put in the time and effort to do it.
All right. And is there anything interesting about whether it's your farm or 4-H or showing animals that you would like to tell?
I think 4-H is a really good program to be in. So if I wasn't in 4-H, I don't know where I would be. Livestock is like also a really good way to show that you care about animals in agriculture. So I think it's a really good thing to do.
My name is Kyle Mobley, local farmer here in the county. Today, Angela had asked us to come down and talk about a few different things on the ag grain crop side, corn, soybeans. Today, we decided to touch on kind of the trucks used a little bit in growing a crop of soybeans or corn. So with us right here, we've got a spreader that is utilized to spread fertilizer across the top of the ground, help feed a crop. Then we also have a tender truck that is used to load the spreader. And then behind me here, we've also got a hopper bottom truck that is used after we harvest the crop in the fall to haul the grain from the field to the grain bins or the grain bins to the elevator. So I farm with my dad, so we do all of what I just kind of talked about a little bit, from spreading the fertilizer in the spring, growing the crop, planting the crop, harvesting the crop. We farm here in the county. I'm actually a 5th generation farmer. So.
Is there anything specific about either these machines or about
I guess in a way, just how important we feel a lot of times it is to be involved in something like Lakewood's Ag Day and during National Ag Week is just ensuring that these kids are connected to agriculture. We're at a time now when a lot of people are 2-3 generations removed from ag, and so to me it's just the importance of really kind of connecting them back. They may see these machines and these trucks running up and down the road and combines and not think about what they actually are and what they're used for. So that's really, to me, the importance of it.
All right. Hi, I'm Sarah Ice. I'm a 4th grade teacher here at Lakewood Elementary. And I also sort of pitched in to help organize and present for our Ag Day here for 2024, along with the principal, Miss Pike. The station that I'm helping with has my son, Ethan, and we're talking about the health of the soil. So we're sort of mentioning how farmers and people who would grow a garden add fertilizer to the garden and how that fertilizer can sometimes look different, what the purpose of the fertilizer is. And so here at our station, we're actually adding mulch to up leaves to the soil, sort of to encourage microorganisms and worms and bacteria, the good bacteria, to come in. We're hoping to plant somewhat of a butterfly garden in this location. So we're going to talk about the soil health and how this will sort of encourage those plants to thrive. So we actually brought a tractor with a tiller implement attached to it. So he's also showing students how the implement works, what the hydraulics are, and how that rotates, and then he's running it through the leaves. So the students are actually seeing it sort of in action. I'm hoping that this could be eventually a butterfly garden that the kids could explore, but I also want kids to know how important our soil is. Even if you don't plan on growing anything, just if you plan on eating, you need someone to grow it, and you need your soil to be healthy. And so hopefully kids make the connection between those two things.
My name's Gavin Carden. I'm with Boyd Cat out of Elizabethtown.
And what is Caterpillar?
So Caterpillar is anything earth moving related, generators. We have on-highway trucks like semis and stuff. It's got cat motors in them, so like back to the earth moving, like dozers, excavators, skid steers, anything that can move earth.
What is it exactly that you're showing the students today?
So what I'm showing the students today is I'm showing them all the tools that I use, my service truck, crane, welder, air compressor, and give them a little bit on background on career and what CAT can offer them.
What is it exactly that you do with CAT?
So what I do with CAT is I'm a field technician. So when a machine breaks down out in the field, the customer calls us and brings me in, and I go out to them and fix the machine on site.
And is there anything interesting about that point being a field technician or about that you'd like to share?
Other than Caterpillar offers a really good career program. It's called the Think Big program. They will pay for your school, and when you get out of college, they offer you a job, and you don't have any schooling debt.
I'm Ellie Ice, and I go to West Hardin Middle School. I'm in 8th grade.
And what are you presenting today?
I'm presenting my 2 horses, Spirit and Granger.
And why are you presenting horses today?
I'm representing how they go with agriculture and what jobs and careers you can do with them in the future.
And what's something interesting about horses that people should know?
Horses are very special breeds. They tend to be very alert rather than other creatures. They can see a lot. They can see a lot better than we can. They can hear a lot better and smell, and they mostly sense people by smell rather than sight.
And what exactly do y'all grow or raise horses for?
We just raise them for trail riding, and then pretty soon I'll start barrel racing.
Is there anything interesting about your 2 horses or about Ag Week in general that you would like to tell?
My dad's horse, the paint horse behind me, he is younger, so he used to be barrel raced, but we don't do that anymore. And then my older horse, he is a Morgan horse, and he used to be used for cutting cows, but like I said, we only do trail riding now.
My name is Renee Ochin. This is my husband, Curtis Ochin, and this is Gilda, our golden retriever. She's here with us today talking about dog safety. Dogs, while they can't talk to us, they do communicate with us through their body language. And it's really important to take a look at the dog's body language to see, is this a friendly dog or is this an unfriendly dog? If it's a friendly dog, it's going to be wagging its tail. It's going to probably have a kind of a smiley face. It's going to be very welcoming to you versus a dog who's unfriendly is going to probably growl because a growl is a very strong communication from the dog saying, I am really scared, I'm really uncomfortable, and I need you to back away. And so it's really important to make sure that first you kind of take a look at the dog, and if the dog is friendly and it has an owner, you want to ask permission. Then if the owner does say, yes, you can pet me, it's really important that you approach the dog with a closed hand because little fingers look like hot dogs, and so you don't want any missing. And so you allow the dog, it's best if the dog comes to you because then they do it on their terms and sniff their hand or your hand, and then you can pet the dog underneath its chin or on its chest, on its side, but you never want to hover over a dog because that makes the dog fearful because you look like a great big giant to this little, small dog on the ground, and so you really want to make sure that, it's an approachable dog. Well, dogs play a really important role in agriculture. I know I grew up on a farm and we always had farm dogs, and they look after livestock. I know there's lots of Great Pyrenees, for example, who watch over the livestock. There are also lots of herding breeds that herd the animals, like sheep who we have on site today, into their pens or from one pasture to another, that kind of thing. And so they are a big part of agriculture because they're working dogs. Well, an interesting fact about Gilda is Gilda was actually in training to be a leader dog for the blind. Unfortunately, she was very afraid of escalators and vending machines and elevators. And so they decided to make a career change. And so we were lucky enough to adopt her from the Leader Dogs for the Blind up in Michigan. And now Gilda is one of 4 dogs that we have, and Gilda does agility, which is basically running through a course, like an obstacle course for dogs, where she's jumping, she's running through tunnels and going up teeter-totters, and so she has a lot of fun with that and a lot of fun playing with her sisters at home.
Thank you very much.